Did anyone else grow up in a really conservative household so you were never allowed to express yourself through your appearance? And somehow in middle school and high school, you ended up getting roped into the popular preppy friend group, so you just looked like a basic ass local for most of your life. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it just wasn't you. So the minute you graduated and went off on your own, you just... This happened.
This new movement going around where TikTokers try to show their liberation from conservative families. You know, that setting free from all the terrible things like lack of STDs, genitals that work because you didn't have prepubescent hormonal treatment. Thank God Americans have their priorities in order, though. Thankfully. We're talking, of course, about our good friends here on TikTok who, quite frankly, are having glow-ups is what they're saying. We're glowing up by leaving conservatorship. And this is the sort of problem that we're facing as a country, is that people don't understand that progress for the sake of progress can actually be a digression. When you're going in your life and I don't even want to talk about this. Going from a man to looking like this, sister, I'm just going to say, you gotta stop doing the in-between. You know what I mean? Like, tricycles are gay. Nobody likes them. You either drive a car or you ride a bike. Tricycles have always been lame. The three-wheel idea just is not something that I want to get involved in. It's not the same thing. And that's the problem. We don't do those kinds of things. So if you're gonna go from a man to a woman, go from 2 wheels to 4 wheels or back again, but don't do something in the middle. The beard with the lipstick, I'm gonna say we're canceling this person entirely. But this is not the only person out there. We have this other person. This is a trend going on in TikTok where people say that they look better now that they've accepted Satan into their lives and that they've become demon people. I do want to warn you, for those that are pregnant or sensitive to smell, I have been told that these videos smell like actual sewage, sulfur. You can smell it from the screen. It says 8D graphics right here. And yeah, I know we're missing the confetti of color. Oh, I'm sorry. I have nobody else helping me right now. So it's a little hard to do this all myself, but I'm self-producing because we don't care, because we just do whatever we're going to do. But there's more people do this trends. Watch this.
Did anyone else grow up in a really conservative household so you were never allowed to express yourself through your appearance? And somehow in middle school and high school, you ended up getting roped into the popular preppy friend group, so you just looked like a basic ass local for most of your life. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it just wasn't you. So the minute you graduated and went off on your own, you just... This happened. Just me? Okay.
Why is it always like, why do they always have these looks like, like, can we go back to that? Yeah, why is it always this look? Oh yeah, baby. Okay, let's be nice. This girl has a nice face. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get deleted for calling this a girl because I'm sure they have some sort of multiplication pronouns. When I was in grade school, multiplication was set for mathematics. It was a simpler time when 2 plus 2 equaled 4 and 3 plus 3 wasn't chopping my dick off without my parents' permission. I didn't live in that time era. I didn't live in it. But you also have to see the facial expressions are key because these are always showing the narcissism. You ever seen a kid and you give them the wrong type of haircut? And that kid, whenever they have the haircut, is like, yeah, I got spiked hair. You remember when hair was slicked back and people had tech decks and they used to say things like, dude, I have literal lanes for the tech decks to ride them through my hair. All right, you little shit. You're 9 years old. You're a loser. You don't even know how to wipe properly. Your parents probably buy the 1-ply toilet paper because you're such an inconsiderate, incapable, non-self-controlled child that you've ruined everything good in their home. So they have to buy cheap toilet paper out of desperation to save money on everything else that you've ruined for them and the opportunities that you've robbed as you've slowly destroyed the marriage between them and their wife and their husband, all because your attitude absolutely smells like rotten eggs. And then you come out and you say, oh, I got my hair slicked back. Look at me. I'm so cool. No, you're not cool. You literally have poop in your butt. You freaking little twerp. That's how I feel about these people. When I look at them, it's like a child, like a 7-year-old kid who's like, don't I look cool? Your parents probably are having counseling because of you. You ever thought of that? You're the reason why your parents are getting a divorce. So while TikTok supports you, enjoy having to go to counseling for the next 26 years of your life to deal with the trauma as a teenager that you thought was gender dysphoria, but it was really just a narcissistic split personality disorder that developed from your mismatched or untouched reality. Probably because maybe you were molested as a kid. That's not funny, but it's probably likely. But of course, this person's not the last person in here. We have another person. This is our Black Trap Queen. Any Black Trap Queens out there? Any queens? Yeah, we see you, girl. You're looking hot. I don't know what's going. Yeah. Anybody want to be that flute right now? I don't think that flute wants to be that flute right now. America is the flute. America is that flute. And to all the blind viewers, remember this is an audio-only podcast. If you don't have this on audio right now, still subscribe. I'm getting the audio podcast back pretty quickly. But let's just watch this one. This one's excellent.
Did anyone else grow up in a really conservative household so you were never allowed to express yourself through your appearance? And somehow in middle school and high school, you ended up getting roped into the popular preppy friend group, so you just looked like a basic-ass local for most of your life. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it just wasn't you. So the minute you graduated and went off on your own, you just... This happened. Just me? Okay, cool.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, this is mean. I'm mean, but I admit it. So the bad thing about being mean is when you don't realize that you are. At least I know I am. I admit it. Oh, Lord have mercy on my soul. Literally save me from myself. I originally titled this segment, I think I'm going to hell for this. But this is the problem. That looked like a normal black kid. I used to work with him. His name was Black Mike. Remember, we used to make videos together. What happened to Black Mike? Turned trans. No, I don't know. I think it's just because all black people look similar. But that is the problem. I'm joking. It's a joke. You never seen a joke before? Well, here's another one. Exactly. There we go. Let's get back to what do you mean all black people aren't respectable? Point in case. Thank you. Correct yourself, you racist piece of shit. Thank you. Let's move on away from the races here for a second. So, you don't look good, honey. Honey, you don't look good. And also, it's got to be the hormones that are making the nipples that enlarged. The areola. Those nipples probably have their own gravitational pull. I think I see a moon gravitating around that. It is sad though, and that's what makes me sad about people that have these transitions away from conservatism, is that it is true that outwardly you do show inwardly what you believe. From the fruit of the heart, the mouth speaks. And, you know, in my life, I've gone ups and down over the last few years spiritually and been trying to find things. Luckily, you know, I've been in my mindset choosing choices that are better, which those choices are then affecting my mindset positively. And I think that's the difference between culture today. People think that you envision, this is the new age difference of spirituality. I envision myself as good and I become good. I have an idea that I'm going to be successful and I will. And there is some truth to that, I would say. Like, mindset does determine action. But ultimately, you find that just because you judge yourself by your intentions, the world judges you by your actions, which is why we often end up not reaching up to the standards that we want to live at, because we're so busy having the desire to get thin, or the desire to make more money at work, or the desire to start that business, the desire to work on our relationship, or to get a girlfriend, or whatever it is, you know, get a stronger marriage, be a better parent. But then we don't put the work in, because right when the things get hard, we use coping mechanisms and we go back into our whole social media, substances, laziness. There's an entire list of them. And some people, thank God, I hope yours is social media and it's not removing your genitals or chemically castrating yourself, because that's a whole nother problem that we've got to deal with as a country. But I do acknowledge and I do admit that I think teens are doing this because they're unhappy inside and they want to make changes that are positive. But instead of making good decisions, they make the wrong ones, and then those come out in their outward appearance, and then they end up looking like that. Okay. Next video. Okay. So here's another one. Okay. And let's watch this.
Did anyone else grow up in a really conservative household so you were never allowed to express yourself through your appearance? And somehow in middle school and high school, you ended up getting roped into the popular preppy friend group, so you just looked like a basic ass local for most of your life. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it just wasn't you. So the minute you graduated and went off on your own, you just...
Yeah. You look like that. Imagine that's you. That's the joke. Imagine that's you. Oh, geez. Yeah, I think the one to this one was, we all thought that this girl was going to transition to a boy. She just transitioned to a whore, which is, which we don't know if it's a girl or a boy. It's 2022. Now listen, the world is absolutely crazy. A lot of people have lost their job over the pandemic. You've seen food's been off the shelves. Insecurity is common. And you got to know that in desperate times call for not only desperate measures, but it calls to be prepared now before it gets desperate, which is what you get at heavensharvest.com, where you get the preparation foods that you need. Not only canned food that's freeze-dried with a 2-step process, which means it's given with extra care, but this family-owned company that is Christian, that came in, that said, hey, we're going to support the SOBs, we're going to become slightly offensive backers. They said, we want you guys to be prepared with the best nutritious meals that are not just this preparatory food that has all these grains and stuff that's all bagged and not, giving you the nutrition you need. This is healthy, high-quality meals that is only $2.49 per serving, or $10 for an entire meal for a family of 4. That's awesome. You can go down and you can get exactly what you need here at Heaven's Harvest. You can get the emergency survival food kit. They even have protein offers. If you look at the drop-down menu here, they have it made for you. They have the protein survival bucket, the entree survival bucket, breakfast survival bucket for all you morning folks, the fruits and vegetables, the combo, the 10 cans. And my favorite thing here is they also have the heirloom vegetable seeds. They want to teach you with materials how to grow, how to plant, how to make your own products and plants that God made. These are all GMO free. These are not hybridized, weird type plants. These are not all these genetically mutated GMOs. This is all high quality ingredients, the best food. You can get a kit today. Check it out. They also have water filtration and much, much more. Make sure you check it out. Go to heavensharvest.com, HEAVENSHARVEST.com. Use promo code OFFENSIVE, OFFENSIVE, to get 5% off. If you go to Heaven's Harvest and you literally order anything, I don't really care what it is, whatever you need to prep, send me an email. And it's ElijahSlightlyOffensive.com with a copy of your order, and I'll send you a sticker pack for free. So I'm going to send you Slightly Offensive stickers. It's going to be awesome. Make sure that you check them out, because I will literally send you free stickers, $10 value plus shipping, and I'm just going to send them to you because I got your back, folks, and you've got mine.